Hello there, Libra. How are you today? This is your weekly reading from June 16th to the 22nd. Here we go. First card, transformation. Next, truth. Enchanted. I'm going to move these guys here. And last card, bottom of the deck, cleansing. All right. Looks like you've got quite a bit of a week this week, Libra. A little bit of a transformation happening. All right, let's get started with your tarot cards. I do hope that June is working out for you. It's not too traumatic. There are a couple of signs that they're having a difficult time with June. I do apologize for the background noise. I'm in a different location. So here we go. First card, justice. Next card, 8 of Wands. The Fool. Yeah, you are transforming, just like this card right here says. You've got some transformations going on here. Next, Wheel of Fortune. And do you hear the sirens in the background? Yeah, pay attention to this transformation. It's important. Next card, Knight of Wands. 6 of Cups. 3 of Swords. Queen of Swords. 9 of Wands. Wow. Page of Cups, 5 of Swords, and Judgment card. Bottom of the deck here, we've got, wow, 10 of Cups, beautiful. All right, so you've got some transformation going on here, Libra, that you're working towards. So, confirmed by all the sirens that I just heard, right? Something's brewing here for you. Okay, first card here in your overall energy for the week of the 16th through the 22nd, you've got the Justice card. So there's, this is all about your consequences, right? So whatever energy you put out, you're going to get back. This is karma at play. This is all about, the divine equaling and balancing things out for you. So if you've had a little bit of chaos, things are going to come, to a balance, right? This is just justice, truth is going to come out, right? So if you're hiding somebody or something, or somebody is hiding something from you, it's going to come out. Just know that, right? Because you need that in order for you to transform and move along. This is energy that's moving fast, really quick towards you, and it's very focused energy. This might also be important information if you are going through a legal battle here with the Justice card. You may be receiving some important message here this week, which is again highlighted by the sirens in the backyard. Now, whatever it is that's coming towards you, whatever is solved here with this Justice card, whatever comes to light, is going to allow you to move forward. And you see here you've got the Fool card, which is all about taking risks and taking that leap of faith and moving forward to a new beginning. All right, in your challenge column here, what you don't see coming towards you, or something that may be holding you back, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, right? So the Wheel of Fortune is normally about you moving forward, right? And gaining momentum and moving and transforming and moving forward. But there's something here in this week that may be holding you back and keeping you from transforming. So here you've got, your initial cards here. Transformation, truth, right? So the Truth card goes along with the Justice card. So if you're not finding the truth, or someone is being deceitful, or you're not being truthful yourself, certainly that's going to prevent you from getting to that point of transformation. Look at what you've got at the bottom of your deck. Of course, you've got your 10 of Cups. That's joy, harmony. And if that's what you're working towards, know that you need to go through that transformation in order for you to get to that 10 of Cups. So this might be a challenge for you. There might be something that's kind of lurking about that's keeping you stuck and keeping you from moving forward. Now, the Knight of Wands, this is a very passionate energy, right? But can also be a little bit unreliable, right? These are the knights. They're incredibly brave, that brave energy that some individuals have. They'll go to battle for you, but sometimes, you know, that there's just too much that they're not really thinking it over, right? And they're just ready to go to battle. So it's great energy, of course. It's very passionate, very strong energy, but not always dependable in that, you know, they have to be, you have to make sure that you're thinking things through. It's great to have great passion towards something, but you also have to be knowledgeable. You also have to think things through. I just forgot to talk about cleansing here. So yeah, part of that transformation that I talked about earlier is about cleansing, letting go, right, of the things that no longer serve you. All right, next you've got the Six of Cups, and normally this is about nostalgia, right, and the good feelings that we associate with from our past. Now, if this is in the challenge column here, you may be dwelling too much on the past, right, and it's keeping you from moving forward. And so know that you need to transform, you need to know the truth, you need to cleanse and, you know, kind of let go of certain, you know, memories, things like that, that's keeping you stuck. All right, in the column of the messages from your higher self or from the divine, you've got your Three of Swords here. Now, in the past, you've had some heartache, and you may still be going through some heartache. Know that the message for you is that you need to change your way of thinking, the way you're approaching something, because you can't stay here. You can't stay in this state of despair, because that may be what's holding you back and keeping the Wheel of Fortune from working in your favor. So you have to change your way of thinking. You have to evolve. You have to gain some meaning for this despair that you've experienced. And that's the only way for you to kind of move forward and transform. You've got to find the good in any time, any points of challenge, any time that you've had challenge. Now, Queen of Swords is all about honesty. So that, again, speaks to the Truth card here. So the Queen of Swords is truth-seeking, but also very intuitive. The Queen of Swords has such great clarity that she can see through the BS. She can see what serves her and what doesn't serve her. And she has no problems wielding that sword. She can cut things out of her life very quickly, because if it's going to just kind of weigh her down or kind of clutter her mind, that's not about the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords has clarity. She knows what she wants. She knows what's true. And she'll cut out the things that are not, right? She'll call you out. The Queen of Swords can also be very sharp-tongued, you know, very direct, too honest, to the point where it kind of hurts sometimes when they talk. So if this is your energy, if you're, you know, the type of person that can, you know, like, you will identify BS very quickly, and you're very quick to call somebody out on it. Just kind of go a little soft, you know. Just know that not everybody can really understand that very direct approach, direct communication. You know, still be honest, of course, but sometimes, you know, some people need it a little bit softer, so that it doesn't create conflict. All right, Nine of Wands here tells me that you are very steadfast and that you don't quit. All right, so whatever it is that you have to do in order to transform and spiritually become spiritually awakened here, keep doing it, persevere, never give up. Now, in the column here, in the outcomes column that you have here, you've got the Page of Cups, which is, again, a new beginning, an opportunity for a new beginning, beginning something that is true, close to your heart. Now, you know, being so enamored, you know, just kind of like, you know, very dreamy, like, you know, this could be a new relationship. If that's what you're looking for, it could be a new project or something that is, you know, heart-based, something that's very deep within you, that's you know, that it's like almost like a passion project, right? You know, if this is something that's related to work, or, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, if you've started a new business, you may have a passion project, an opportunity for a passion project, for example, that you can, you know, kind of, that becomes your baby, the thing that you work towards. Now, here we talk about, you know, conflict, right? The Five of Swords is all about winning at all costs. So we were talking earlier about the Queen of Swords, and, you know, she's very honest, but she's also very quick and very sharp-tongued. And so here with the Five of Swords, oftentimes, you know, with the conflict of winning at all costs, sometimes we say things that we don't mean because all we are focused on is winning the argument, getting our point across, that we don't care what we say, and if it's insulting or hurtful, we use it because we just have to win. So know that the outcome here is not necessarily good. That's kind of bad energy. So find other ways to communicate, right? So you've got two things here, two sword cards, and again, it's kind of reinforcing. Well, you got three sword cards there, but here, these two, I'm really honing in on, and I'm seeing that there's conflict here, and certain words are being used that aren't necessarily good for you or healthy for you. So last card here in the column for your outcomes and your manifestations is, like I said earlier, spiritual awakening. You are transforming, you are seeking the truth, right? You've got the Queen of Swords, you're seeking the truth, and you are going to, you know, cleanse yourself or release those negative things that are kind of holding you back. You're going to identify them and you're going to release them so that you can get to this point of spiritual awakening. All right, let's go ahead and clarify. Let's go ahead and clarify the tarot cards here. All right. Okay, clarifying the Justice card, Five of Swords again, right? So you've got your Five of Swords, there's conflict here. So remember, karma, if you say something or you communicate in a way that's very hurtful, that's going to, you know, balance itself out. It always pays back. So be careful, okay, Libra? Be careful of how you're communicating with others. Next, let's clarify the Eight of Wands here. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Five of Cups. So obviously you've got some loss, right? You may be receiving message that addresses the loss that you've had from this conflict that you had. And just remember here, what you're being told is to get yourself out of this state of despair and loss and hurt. Turn around and pick up the cups that haven't spilled. Find the positive, the meaning behind everything. And you'll be able to release this negative energy. Next, you've got the Two of Swords. So here with the Fool, before you know what's keeping you from taking that leap, from moving forward, is that there's something that's weighing very heavy in your mind, and you're unable to make that choice. That's keeping you from taking that leap, that allowing that new beginning to happen. So you're going to have to search within, use your intuition to find the answers that you need in order to get you to move forward, because these two are very powerful major arcana cards, this one and this one. You can't have, they're going to happen no matter what. It's just you want to kind of almost do it in your own terms, you know, be prepared for it rather than, you know, something that's forced by the divine, right? It's going to happen whether you like it or not. You're going to transform, you're going to have a new beginning. And you've got the Page of Pentacles, new opportunity for something material in this material world, whether it's physical health, you know, if you are recovering from an illness, for example, or you're looking for treatment for an illness, something like that. This is an opportunity, you know, in your material world. If you're looking for a new contract, a new job, you know that you have this available, you know, for you. All right, let's go ahead and clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Libra? All right, we've got the Chariot. Wow, the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Libra, pay attention. This is moving, and it's moving fast. You cannot stay stuck because you've got the momentum of the Chariot here. It wants you to move forward. You don't want to be stuck. So whatever it is, change your way of thinking, change your way of feeling, search within you for the answers that you need so you can move forward, because that's what's happening. You got two major arcanas, one on top of the other. The Lovers. So the Lovers is all about commitment, right? Choosing to commit. Now, whether this is to another individual, like a marriage or an engagement, or just accepting somebody's, you know, advances, I guess, is a good way of saying it. You know, somebody that's asking you out, somebody that's showing you that they're interested. This is all about commitment. And so if you are not allowing yourself to commit, that can, you know, again, it's going to keep you stuck in this state of despair. So allow yourself, open your heart to new commitments, new relationship possibly. 9 of Wands here. 9 of Wands is about perseverance, right? Not quitting, showing your true grit. But here in your challenge column, this might be just you throwing in the towel and just giving up, right? Because it's just way too hard, way too tough. You don't want to do that. So the Hierophant is underneath here, and this just has to do with wisdom, right? Finding the wisdom in any trouble. You know, if there's conflict, learn from it, right? If there's despair, learn from it. That's the message that I'm receiving for you. Okay, Libra? All right, let's clarify the 3 of Swords. All right, 3 of Swords is here. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. So this is a card of abundance, right? You have abundance, you have, you know, comfort, stability that's around the corner here that's available for you. You just have to open your heart and heal your heart, and you're going to find comfort, right? Once you change your way of thinking, you're going to end up finding some comfort. Here you've got 7 of Cups. Here your head's in the clouds a little bit too much. You're too worried about all the different choices, Libra. You're having a hard time making decisions because you want things to be too balanced and too, you know, obviously we always want the best, right, to come out, but I think you may be keeping your head in the clouds, worrying about, you know, all these different choices that are available for you. Maybe choices in your decisions here. Strength, drawing within your inner strength in order for you to persevere, to get over the despair and sadness, to move forward, to get your head out of the clouds, to commit. You're going to need to draw on your inner strength. This is a very important card here, Libra. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. You know, in this transformation, right, you're learning a lot of different things. You know, the conflict that you have had around you, there is someone here that has a sense of loss. And again, this might be you, right, with the 5 of Cups. But this is also something in the material world. Something has been lost, whether it's, say, money or something. Someone here is feeling a sense of loss. Okay. All right, let's clarify the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Okay. 8 of Wands again. 8 of Wands, yeah, fast-moving energy. You're going to have to make a decision, right? Because the universe is telling you, look, we're going to transform, and I'm going to make you transform whether you like it or not. Tower moment. Yeah, see this conflict here? You're going to find the truth about something. Okay, you're going to find the truth in something, and it's going to break your heart, cause you to feel a sense of loss, despair, extreme sadness. But know that the Tower card, after the Tower card, is hope and healing. But you need to do this in order for you to move forward. You needed to know the truth because someone was keeping something from you, and you're going to, in order for you to get to your 10 of Cups, you're going to need to find the truth and transform, find the meaning in everything. What's the message? The Hanged Man, yeah. You know, in a Tower moment, sometimes you just kind of let things, you know, you let the dust settle. You kind of let all the chaos happen, and then just kind of kick back, take a pause, and go within yourself. Use your intuition. See things from a different perspective. See how this Tower moment is working for you, not against you. How can you allow this Tower moment to transform you and cleanse you, show you the truth, and help you move to your higher and better self? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Again, with the Tower card, it's about you finding out the truth. It's about honesty. It's about you being direct and, you know, cutting out the things that are just not serving you, that are not good for you. The Queen of Swords is very powerful. She's very, very intuitive, and she knows she can smell BS. She knows BS, and she doesn't take any of it. All right, let's get some spirit animal cards here, see if we can get more information, maybe some advice. All right. First card here, spirit animal. We've got squirrel. Squirrel. Squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. Yeah, believe in yourself. Know that you can go through this transformation. You're going to have some rough times, but you need to go through this transformation because a better world or a better experience is waiting for you around the corner. Chameleon spirit. Act as if. Yeah, act as if you've already, you know, conquered whatever it is that you have to get over. Just, you know, whatever your goal is in the future, act as if. That's how we manifest, right? Act as if. Work backwards. Reverse engineer. All right. Hummingbird spirit. Be here now. Yeah. Don't dwell on the past. Don't get stuck looping around, you know, thinking about the future. Be present. Appreciate, show gratitude for the present time. Next, mouse spirit. Tend to the small things, because little things can add up to big things. So if you are, say, in a weight loss program, you know, a lot of times you can feel like it's time to quit, right? You want to quit because you feel like nothing is making a difference for you. Or if this is a health issue for you, you know, tend to the small things, because the small things will add up to big things, right? I don't know why that was a specific message for somebody. Don't give up, because every little thing that you do every day is going to add up to something big later, and you're going to celebrate it. Brown bear spirit. Take time out. Yeah, when everything gets to be too much, you know, take time out, take a pause, see things from a different perspective, right? That's what you need to do if it's getting too much for you. Okay, Libra, last one. Trust in divine detours. Yeah, the divine is always at play here. The divine wants the best for you. So just know that that's there. That's where you come out as the hanged man, right? Having faith that the right thing is going to happen. Having faith that you are seeing things from a different perspective, and for good reason. Bottom of the deck here. Parrot spirit. Watch your words. What did I say earlier about watching your words with the Queen of Wands and the the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords? All of the swords that I saw earlier talking about conflict. Watch your words. Yeah, be very careful, because you might cause more problems for yourself. Okay, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next reading. I love you. Have a great week. Bye-bye.